Hi, guys. This is another session in the series of Stay at Home, Be a Hero. We will try to help you go through this coronavirus lockdown so that you can break the chain and make sure that we all come out safe during this period of time. If you like this video, please do share it with your friends who are preparing for CAT and other MBA entrance examinations. Please do subscribe to this channel. You can leave your comments, feedback regarding this video and any other video on our channel, and we will get back to you as soon as possible. If you would like, please do subscribe to our courses as well. The link is available in the description. Let's get on with it. Hi, this is a question on games and tournaments. I would suggest if you have not tried this set on your own, please try it first. Pause the video, look at the PDF, which will have the entire set and the answer key. Try to solve it on your own and then continue with the rest of this session. So this is a question which is on knockout tournament, but the information is given in a slightly different manner. Let's see what this says. For the final stages of Champions League Football Championship, 8 teams, Barcelona, Bayern Munich, Juventus, Liverpool, Manchester City, Napoli, PSG and Real Madrid qualified. All the 8 teams participated in the quarterfinals, with the winners of the quarterfinals participating in the semifinals. The winners of the semifinals participated in the final, and the winner of the final was declared the winner of the championship. Okay, so it's a knockout tournament. The following table gives the total goals scored for and total goals scored against each team in all the knockout stages of the championship. Okay, so in all the matches that Barcelona played, it basically scored 1 goal and conceded 3 goals. Right. Bayern Munich basically scored 7, conceded 6. Juventus scored 2, conceded 3. Liverpool scored 1, conceded 2, and so on. Right. And then you have additional information, like at least each team scored at least 1 goal in every match. In each match, the team that scores the greater number of goals wins. That is the case. There are no matches that ended in a tie. That is, both teams scored equal number of goals. Okay. And you have the questions, which is like, what is the maximum number of goals? Who's the winner of the tournament? Which of the following is the greatest margin of victory? And what is the largest number of goals scored by Bayern Munich in all the matches that it won? So you have to figure out the score for each of the match. So let us depict the sequence of the events. So these are your quarterfinal rounds. A plays B, C versus D, E versus F, and so on. The winner goes here. These two people clash. Right, the winner goes here, and this is your final. Similarly, from this side, these two people clash in the semi-final, reaches the final. The winner here wins. Okay, so the only information that we have to decipher this is that each team scored at least 1 goal in every match that it played, and there are no draws. Right. So let's think about it. The winner, the final winner, will win 3 matches. The final winner will win 3 matches. He will win the quarterfinal, he'll win the semi-final, he'll win the final. Right. So we know in each match, the team with the greater number of goals win. Right. So if you were to look at the goal difference, goal for versus goal against, right, this will be positive for a winner in one match and negative for a loser in a match. Right. So if a winner has to win 3 matches, he has to have positive goal difference in each of the 3 matches. He'll need to have positive goal difference in each of the 3 matches. Right. He will have a positive goal difference in each of the 3 matches, which also means that his overall goal difference will be at least +3. His overall goal difference will be at least 3. Right? It can be 5, it can be 6, depending on how well or how badly he wins. But his goal difference has to be at least 3. Okay, so let's see if we can find the winner of the tournament. Barcelona, the goal difference is -2. Bayern Munich is +1. Juventus is -1. Liverpool is -1. Manchester City is +2. Napoli is +1. PSG is -3. And Real Madrid is +3. Now we already know that Real Madrid has to be the winner. Why? Because Real Madrid is the only team which has a goal difference of 3 or more. All the other teams have a goal difference of less than 3, right? So you can straight away say Real Madrid won the tournament. Very happy because Real Madrid is my team, is the winner. We can also answer one of the questions. Who was the winner of the tournament? Option B is your correct choice. Okay, so now this is a very nice breakthrough because if we combine it with the first statement, we know each team scored at least one goal in every match that it played. What does it mean? That even if you win a match, you'll still be conceding one goal. So against Real Madrid, there'll be at least 3 goals conceded, right? You can win 3-2, you can win 3-1, you can win 4-2, you can win 5-1, 5-2, but whatever it is, you cannot win 2-0 or 1-0, right? At least one goal Real Madrid has to concede, right? Now, if you observe Real Madrid's for and against, right? Against, there are 3 goals, right? And Real Madrid has to play 3 matches, the quarterfinal, the semi-final, and the final, right? So we know that each team now has to score one goal against Real Madrid. So whoever Real Madrid plays against, the other team is going to score one goal. Right. Now, continuing in this manner, because we know that no match ends in a draw, right? Because Real Madrid wins, Real Madrid has to win by at least 2-1. It can win 3-1, it can win 4-1, and so on, right? But it will win by at least 2-1, right? If I again extend this, all 3 matches, the total number of goals is 6, right? So each match which was won by Real Madrid was won by 2-1. Now let us identify what is going to happen, who is going to play against who. We know Barcelona, Juventus, Liverpool and PSG lose in the first round. Now Real Madrid has won the first round match 2-1, right? So the only team which loses 2-1 in the first round is Liverpool. So we know Liverpool plays against Real Madrid in the first round. So we have taken care of all Liverpool's matches. All Liverpool's matches we have taken care of. Okay, now let's see what happens in the second round. We'll start with Real Madrid and then we'll fill up all the other parts because we don't know who PSG played against, we don't know who Manchester City played against, who Bayern Munich played against, who Barcelona played against. So let's look at Real Madrid. We know Real Madrid also won the second round 2-1. Now, because these 4 teams, Barcelona, Juventus, Liverpool and PSG lost in the first round, we know Bayern Munich, Juventus, Manchester City, Napoli and Real Madrid went to the second round. Now, who can Real Madrid play against in the second round? Now, if Real Madrid plays against Bayern Munich, right, Real Madrid will defeat Bayern Munich 2-1, right? So what is Bayern Munich score in the first round? So from 7-6, if I take out 1 and subtract 2, right, it will be 6 and this will be 4. So Bayern Munich should win the first round 6-4. Now nobody loses the first round 6-4. Manchester City overall is 6-4, but nobody loses in the first round 6-4. PSG lost 1-4, Barcelona lost 1-3, Real Madrid beat this 2-1 and so on. So you cannot have Bayern Munich playing against Real Madrid in the second round. So Bayern Munich will be in the opposite half. We know that for sure. Now, can Manchester City play against Real Madrid in the first round? If Manchester City plays against Real Madrid in the second round, right, it will score 1, concede 2, which means in the first round it should win 5-2. Again, nobody wins 5-2 in the first round, right? So which means Manchester City also goes over here. Manchester City will be playing against Bayern Munich in the semi-finals. So who is the second? Who is the one left now? Napoli is the one left. Napoli is the one left. So Napoli beat somebody, right, and reached Real Madrid, met Real Madrid in the semi-finals and lost 2-1 in the semi-finals. Now, what will be the score of Napoli in the first round? Napoli lost 2-1. At the end of the tournament, it was 4-3. Conceded 1, scored 1, conceded 2. So this will be 1, this will be 3. So Napoli beat somebody 3-1 in the first round. Who lost 3-1 in the first round? Barcelona lost 3-1 in the first round. So we know Barcelona was the one who came. Barcelona was the one who was there against Napoli in the first round. So you have 3-1 to Napoli. 3-1 to Napoli. Okay, so you have Manchester City now, who will play against somebody, proceed, and then you have Bayern Munich play against somebody and proceed to the next round. So you have taken care of Napoli's matches, we have taken care of Barcelona's matches. Now, let's try to fix the remaining first round matches, because once we do that, I think we should be able to solve the rest of the set as well. The two losers in the first round are PSG and Juventus, right? So the matches can be Manchester City plays Juventus, Bayern Munich plays PSG, or the other way around. Manchester City plays Juventus, Bayern Munich plays PSG. Bayern Munich plays Juventus. So if Manchester City plays Juventus and Bayern Munich plays PSG, let's see what is going to happen. Manchester City has to win this match, so it will win 3-2. Right. So in the remaining two matches, right, at most two matches, it will score 6-4 minus 3-2. It will be 3-2. Net scores will be 3-2. Right. It will score 3 times and score 3 times and concede 2 times. Okay, and as for Bayern Munich has to beat PSG. It will beat PSG 4-1. PSG lost 4-1. Right, so in the remaining two matches, up to two matches, the net score will be 3 and 5. So let's see what can be the result of the Manchester City Bayern Munich match. Right, so in the remaining matches, Bayern Munich has to score 3, concede 5. Similarly, Manchester City has to score 3, concede 2. Now, if Bayern Munich beats Manchester City will not play any more matches. Which means 3-2 should be the score in the semi-final. But if Manchester City scored 3 and conceded 2 in the semi-final, Manchester City will win, not the other way around. Right, so Bayern Munich cannot win, okay, which means Manchester City wins. If Manchester City wins, right, this should be the score for Bayern Munich in the semi-final. This is how it should have lost. It should have scored 3, conceded 5, because Bayern Munich cannot play any more matches. So this should be the final score, right? But if you have 3 and concede 5, there is no way that Manchester City's score will match up to this. Right, because Manchester City has conceded only 2 more goals, right? Whereas Bayern Munich scores 3 goals, right? So any scenario, neither Manchester City can proceed nor Bayern Munich can proceed, which means my original assumption that PSG played against Bayern Munich and Juventus played against Manchester City was wrong. It will be the other way around. PSG will play against Manchester City and Juventus will play against Bayern Munich. Okay, so I now know all the first round matches. Okay, so Manchester City left over from 6-4, it has scored 4, conceded 1. So it will be 2-3. In the remaining matches, it will be 2-3. Right, and Bayern Munich from 7-6, you have accounted for 3-2, which means in the remaining matches, it will be 4-4. In the remaining matches, it will be 4-4. Now, if we proceed in the similar manner as the discussion earlier, right? If Bayern Munich loses here, right, 4-4 will be the goal in the rest of the, will be the score in the last match that it played. Now, if the match that it played is 4-4, that ends in a draw. No matches ends in a draw, right? Which means Bayern Munich cannot lose here. Bayern Munich actually reaches the final. Manchester City actually loses. And how does Manchester City lose? That will be the score. This will be the score for Manchester City in the semi-final. It will score 2, concede 3. Bayern Munich reaches the final. Right, and now we can verify the score of Bayern Munich in the final. 3-2 it beat Manchester City, so it will score 1, concede 2. And we know already that Real Madrid beats whoever comes in the final 2-1. So we have figured out all the information about all the matches in the entire tournament. Let's go to the questions and answer them. Okay, I've written this down neatly. Let's see. The maximum number of goals scored by any team in the semi-finals. Any team in the semi-final is 3 by Bayern Munich. That will be 3. Which team was the winner? Real Madrid. We have already done this. Which of the following teams had the greatest margin of victory? Goal for versus goal against. Now this is Manchester City against PSG. 4-1. That is the maximum difference. Here the difference is 2. Here the difference is 3. Everywhere else it is 1. So option B. And the last one, what is the total number of goals scored by Bayern Munich in all the matches that it had won? Bayern Munich wins quarterfinal and the semi-final. Goals scored are 3 plus 3, 6. Right? It's a very nice set. The key point was basically figuring out first Real Madrid wins. Right? Once you know Real Madrid wins, then everything else, as in life, becomes much more easier. It's a difficult level set. I will not say even it's moderate. It's a difficult set. You need to figure out quite a bit of permutations and combinations will be available over there. In an exam situation, it will take you about 12 to 13 minutes to solve this. That completes this particular session on Break the Chain. If you liked it, please do share it with your friends who are preparing for CAT and other MBA entrance examinations. Please do subscribe to this channel. Leave a comment on how you felt this video was. If you want, and if you have any suggestions on any other videos which we need to do during this period, please do let us know. If you would like to, do look at our courses. The link is available in the description. Till we meet again the next time, goodbye and stay safe.